Hi all, welcome to my channel. This is Joe. As promised, uploading my first stage of the 1966 Batmobile. Okay, I got everything open, so I'm going to start putting it together. They all come with the with great content. This one, it came, you got a collector's welcome. Your journey begins here. You get your invoice. You get a little poster description of what you'll be getting with the kit. Looks like this. I did not read this entirely, but this is what it's going to look like. You can see there's so many parts. When I showed you my 1/6 scale version, that had a lot of parts too, but you'd not be putting it together like this one. That one, the hood did not open. It's got lights and sounds as well. You got a nice turbine back here. You got your parachutes, and it opens up to a very big poster. That is awesome. I can't even get it on the screen. Okay, so that's that. And what's cool too is the books it comes with. It talks about the TV series. It takes you to season and episode, gives you a rundown of that episode. And so season 1, episode 1, Batman meets the Riddler, and he has a hard time trying to defeat him there. And then it stops right there. So then it picks up, on the next book, season 1, episode 2. And it just picks up as if you were watching the TV shows, but it's all written. And then it talks about, gives you some other good info on Batman, the Dark Knight, his origins, and so forth. So let's get right into this. I have here stage 1. Got my screwdriver ready, and we're going to follow along. So it gives you a description of what you got. And what I like here, some other models, they tell you which screws to use. All the screws are labeled. So I'm going to be using AM screws for this build, for this section. Okay. Okay, step 1 is fitting the hood frame. Seems pretty self-explanatory. I'm gonna put this just like that, and we need 10 AM screws, and that's what they give you. A little baggie tells you AM screws. You can't screw it up, so we're gonna open this up. I have to get more tubs and stuff to keep this protected and to keep all my screws in one place. You always get, Fanhome always gives you extra screws and stuff. You know what? I wonder if my electric drill is working. It'll make this go a lot quicker. I haven't charged it in a while. See, like, I got to get me another one of these to hold all my screws for this build. That one's for my R2-D2. So I got to get one for this Batmobile here. Got a little powered, battery-powered electric drill. It cuts down the time. Of course, as you know, this channel, I'm doing everything live. I'm still working on working on like figuring out how to edit and stuff like that. So until then, I'm gonna kind of show you real world. See, I need more power. It's running low. I don't want to strip anything out. So yeah, it's like real world. What is it gonna take to build this? A lot of videos out there. They're all edited, and they'll show you like 30 minutes of work in just a 2-minute video or whatever the case. But if you really want to do this stuff, this is what it's going to look like when you do it yourself. I have some background as a mechanic, so I would kind of say I am ambidextrous. I'm also mechanically inclined, and I've been working with my hands professionally, getting paid for 35 years, and then before that as a kid, just like you guys, took apart the toaster, tried to put it back together, tinkered around with anything, seen something in a dumpster, you go grab it and you go like tear it down, try and build it back up, just stuff like that. Probably like 99% of all American youth boys did the same exact thing. That was just our culture in this country. Don't waste. If it's broke, fix it. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Or if you're curious, go ahead and see how it works. So I think I got them all 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I have 2 extra. Alrighty, so that's the hood. Nice and shiny. I gotta put this away, minimize the fingerprints on here, and we're gonna move on to the next step. So now we have the Batphone, assembling it. Looks like this. Okay, and then it tells you to take this piece, and it just snaps in. It's not held together by any screws. I cannot get that out, so let me grab some tweezers. Where are my tweezers? It's hard to pick up small things when you got big fat fingers. Okay. There we go. There's the Batphone. Yep, it just fits in there nice and snug. And that's gonna get mounted in the car, center console. And so let me pause and get the next stage set up, okay? All right, right back. Hi all, welcome back. This is Pack 1, Stage 2, 1966 Batmobile. I just showed you the hood assembly. Got that all squared away, and it's probably not going to be seen again until we're just about to finish the model. So it's a long way to go before we see that hood again. Here we are, Stage 2. Starts off with Season 2, Episode 2 of the series. Runs through how the episode went and what happened, what took place. More info on Batman. Side note, they tell you that according to the creators of Batman, that the Riddler was more of a menace and a bad enemy to Batman than the Joker was. I did not know that. The Riddler was more of a menace. And that's just something else you could read yourself when you get it. More info you got to read. A lot of good info here. Talking about the history of Batman. Alrighty. So next, Stage 2, my car parts. We got one wheel. And some antenna pieces. So let's get into it. All right, we're assembling the wheel. I'm going to take the tire. So I guess the Firestone goes outside. It doesn't matter. Super Sports. On some other models, they tell you like what's going to be facing outside and what's not. But these are identical. Nice tread on these. They are rubber, or very, very, very hard rubber. Okay. So we need O2F, O2E, okay, we're going to secure O2F to O2E. Interesting. We need some CP screws. Let's get some screws ready. I was a little unprepared here. Should have read it before I started the video. Kind of get familiarized. These are my CP screws. This O2E has these two studs right here, the two posts, and they're looking like they're facing down. We got the Firestone facing up. This guy looking like it goes right here. I'm gonna put this guy here. Why would they have me have it in the tire? See, it goes in this side, but does not come out this side. Interesting. Okay. Moving along. I'm going to put this so it's dead center with Firestone. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to put it so right in the middle would be the S. That way all tires are going to be the same. And then these two studs down here, and you have a one here. Let's see. So I'm going to put it like this. I'm going to put it over one. Let's see what happens. It says put the screw in here. Are you kidding me? Oh, okay. O2D. Where's my Firestone? Firestone, Firestone. Yeah, I'm losing it. Oh. Okay, so you have to get all three pieces. I'll just get these started. And then tighten them up once they're all started. We need 5 of these. Four. All right, I promise next time I'll pre-read the instructions and get a clue on what I'm supposed to do here. That way I'm not wasting your time or my time. And tighten just until it stops, and then a little snug afterwards. Star pattern. That's just kind of like the thing to do. Okay, so there's the wheel. It looks nice, huh? Let's compare it to our 1/6. Oh, maybe later. I'll do that later. Okay, next up is O2C and doing the center cap. All you gotta do is connect these two. There's no gluing or anything. We're gonna come back to this later in the build. So that's that. And now the antenna. Okay, we got this piece. This guy. This antenna, the little bent and stuff, was different than the 1/6 scale. 1/6 scale looks like this. You see the difference? This one's silver, this one's gold. And then this just fits inside the hood, or just aft of the hood. Doesn't have the full realistic antenna that this does. But it's a little crooked and all, so I'm gonna try and make everything perpendicular without breaking it. So that's close enough. Don't want to overdo it and break something. Putting this one back on my 1/6 scale. Okay, so begin by extending the antenna, which works with the telescoping mechanism. That's pretty awesome right there. And then slot this through the antenna base so that these holes line up with these holes here. Okay, and then we're going to secure them with EP screws, which I am not ready. I will be here in 1 second. Get an EP screw. I really like the magnetism on these guys. Other, like, lesser known products, You got to keep magnetizing it yourself. This is, you know, you got to do this by braille, by feel. As you screw this in, you don't know if you're really hitting the other piece in there. So just kind of keep it steady, work it. It has not reached yet. What you could do, back it out here and check if the other side's lined up. Yeah, just like that. Bring it home. And there it is. Let's start the other side before we get it all the way down. Oh, come back here. Now you could grip it better, bring it in, use that finger strength, but don't ever over tighten. Yeah, cool, that wasn't too bad. Then push the antenna reflector, this guy, onto the antenna. Looks like that. And then, finally, push the top. This is, you can't see it, but this is threaded. And you have a little cap right here. And if I get these open, little tiny baggies. They're pretty cool for holding the screws. But not as good as if you get a container with a bunch of different compartments. Okay, let's do that again. This goes over. This goes on, screws on. I'm just going to hold this in place and actually spin the antenna. Well, that's too small to turn. So you hold it, grab it, tighten it, and there you have it. 2 completed results. 3. You got the tire, you got the center hub rim that goes on there, and you have the antenna. This is, a lot of people are out on the fence whether or not they should get the Fanhome edition or just buy the Jazz Inc. version, which I showed you in my previous video. As you can see, let's get a closer look. This Fanhome edition is going to be a lot more detailed. Like I showed you earlier, there is the antenna on the car, and all it is just for show. But the Fanhome edition, it's actually going to be functional. It's going to go on. It's going to probably get attached inside this firewall area. It's going to be down inside, and it's going to actually like work. It's going to come out. It's going to come out like that. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what I'm doing. And you can extend it to make it look more realistic and stuff. And not just a piece there, just doing nothing. So that's why this is probably a little bit more expensive. So there you have it. If you guys like this content, please subscribe, follow, share. And I thank you again. You guys have a great day. We'll see you next month for Pack 2, Stages 3 to 9. Okay. See you guys. Bye.